In my room, this is where all the magic happens. I have been working on all the videos on this computer, and well, now I'm playing games, but you know, Mount & Blade 2, if you haven't tried it, it's not bad. So for this episode, what I'm going to go through is some card sleeves I found online. They're pretty interesting, good design, good durability. They have got 4 designs now, which are the Free Folk, Night's Watch, Lannister, and Stark. And they're going to come out with Baratheons and Targaryens soon. You can find them at this link down here. Postage is a little bit expensive for us, but other than that, I mean, I think the art you're getting and the quality and durability. I self-tested these. They are pretty good. What I do is I try and shuffle them for an hour while I'm watching a video. That's all right. And then after that, I try and pull them apart just to make sure that the bonding is good and it's not going to crack along the way. And I'll show you both the photos, or you would have seen the photos when I was talking. So anyway, yeah, it's good quality stuff. There are 50 in a pack, so if you want to sleeve everything, you'll need 2 packs per faction. But otherwise, 1 pack should suffice. You don't need protectors like you would with normal sleeves, so that's something. Anyway, let's get to it on Look What I Found. Okay guys, so today on Look What I Found, I'm actually going to go through card sleeves. So what I use and something I found recently on the net with all the lockdowns that maybe you guys might want to use in your upcoming games or in your hobby. So I know card sleeves are not really something that every Song of Ice and Fire player needs, but this is certainly something I think which really makes your game feel a little bit better. So I know that let me just get a focus on that. So this is a card sleeve that I was using in the bet rep last week, and a lot of people commented and asked how to get them. So here it is. We have it on our website now, and you can pick them up. They come in 4 different designs over here. Let me just try and tweak this white balance down a little bit so that you can get an accurate feel for how this really looks. Yeah, I think that's perfect. That's exactly an accurate representation of what it looks like. So these are pretty good card sleeves. They come in 4 different designs. Over here, I have got Lannisters. It's got a Hear Me Roar. It's got a nice little gold pile in the center. I'll try and upload something and you can probably see the design in full over here on the side screen. So this is Lannister, and then there is Free Folk, and since they don't have any house words, it actually says "We do not kneel" over here, and there's a mammoth tusk and everything. It's pretty amazing, I think. Looks pretty sick. And then they've got Starks over here, which is Winter is Coming. And then they've got the wolf on a round shield, which is like the Viking Norse sense of style that the Starks have. And then I got the last one here is the Night's Watch, which I thought was pretty interesting because in the book, Night's Watch don't actually have any house symbol, but over here what they did was they showed like a castle, which is basically Castle Black, and I mean that's generally what the Black Night's Watch are all about, right? It's just they're swearing their life to defend the castle for the rest of their lives. And of course it says "My watch begins," and there's a little raven and some stuff at the bottom there. Pretty nice designs, I gotta say, well thought through. I spoke to the designer and he's gonna be coming up with Targaryens and Baratheons next, and now with the announcement of Greyjoys, he'll probably do that right after. So anyway, I just want to go through real quick. This is what I used to use to put my guys to sleeve my cards in. It's just this clear PPE card sleeve. It gets dirty and messy very fast. Now, of course, if you don't really care, then I mean, you know, you can get these for anywhere between $2 and $5 for 100, and they're pretty cheap. But of course, I like to, you know, and I mean, I guess in a circuit breaker, we all buy things we don't really need. But anyway, so how you test whether a sleeve is good, and I'll take off my mic here so you can really hear this properly. So and I'll tune it up in case you guys can't hear this. But when you shuffle cards, so this is about 20 cards, you see how smooth that is and the sound of it. There's no snagging or catching. That's pretty important to me, right? If you have bad card sleeves or cheap card sleeves, it'll always catch and then there'll always be a tear or something. So that's the first thing. The other thing is, and I don't suggest you do this with every card sleeve you have, but these are some of those that I have extra. And if you just apply pressure on both ends like that, it breaks. And over there, that shows that the bonding on the side is not very good. So over here with these card sleeves, this is the stock one. You can see that as I pull it, it doesn't break. And the bond is quite strong. Now, I'm not saying you should try this on every piece, and since I've already tried it, don't. But, you know, it just means that the bond here is strong, especially at the top there, which is where all the weakness is normally, and it will break. Now, of course, there's going to be QC issues, so not all of them are going to be that strong, but, you know, just this is a random one I picked out, so that's pretty good. So yeah, I mean, I think these are pretty good. Normally with art design sleeves, you'd want to have a protector sleeve. I don't think that's necessary with these because they are of good quality. I've checked them, they're about 110 microns, so that's pretty much your ultra pro quality stuff. They're going for about 12 Singapore dollars, which is about 850 USD on Blitz Minis. You can pick them up there, and we ship worldwide. So yeah, I think these are pretty good sleeves, and I hope that when they come out with the Baratheons and the Targaryens, we'll pick those up as well. So far, I think the Free Folk and the Night's Watch are the most important because there aren't a lot of alternatives for these sleeves. Like, you could get the HBO sleeves from FFG, but those aren't good quality and they get sticky and stuff, whereas these, at least as of yet, they seem pretty good. I've brought them out and I've shuffled them. What I do is I shuffle them for an hour while I'm watching a video, and then we see how they are after that. So anyway, thanks guys, and that concludes this season, or this episode of Look What I Found.